Well, hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy Live Day. My name is Zeno Lancaster. We're going to talk about all things real estate in this Real Estate Wisdom group. I'm the owner of Lancaster Law Firm. We have offices in Asheville, Hendersonville, Canton, and growing. For those of you who have worked with us, we appreciate you working with us. For those of you who haven't, we would love to work with you. We've got 4 attorneys, lots of staff here to help you with your real estate closings, commercial, residential, anywhere in North Carolina. So reach out to us. For you realtors that have not worked with us yet, or on the fence, or just want a good deal for your client on one transaction. If you haven't worked with us yet, send us a file, half off attorney fees. You can offer that to your clients as a thank you. You can go out and get a client with that promise, whatever you need to do. And if you don't like what we have to offer, you never have to come again. But we think you will, so we hope you'll try us out and earn that money for your client. Today I'm here to talk about boundaries, something that is very hard to have in real estate practice. All of you are going to be able to relate to this. Some of you get on Facebook, myself included, and brag, I have boundaries. And you know what? If I lose business, fine, I have boundaries. And then we take those 10 o'clock calls and then we get on Facebook and market and everything else. So it's tough. It's a sales game. You want to help your clients also. You want to be there for your realtors. At least I do. You want to be there for your lenders. You want to be there for your clients. But it's hard. But you should also have boundaries, guys, because we get one life. And no one goes to their deathbed saying, I'm glad I had so many closings. No one. No one says that. They want to enjoy their life. So if you can't find that balance, real estate can really drive you into the ground. Believe me, I know. It was driving me into the ground for a while. So I want to hear your comments, questions, thoughts on boundaries and other things we're going to talk about today in the comments. So please tag anyone who has problems with boundaries. Please tag people who haven't figured out, because I'm not it. I'm still learning about boundaries and trying to have them. And while also being able to give my clients and realtors and lenders really helpful advice and helping them out when they need it, because sometimes you do need an answer right now and it's after 5 and I'm going to lose this offer to someone and I don't want you guys losing offers. So we want to hear everybody's advice on that sort of thing below. Why is this important? And I've got a little cheat sheet because I've got a lot to talk about today. Number one, you're going to burn out if you don't set boundaries. Real estate is a fun game. If you work hard, you will do well in it. But you can also run yourself into the ground chasing that next deal, chasing that check. Most importantly, you will run yourself into the ground trying to be better than someone else. I am someone like that. I will run myself into the ground trying to be better. It's important to me. It's important to me to be better. It's important to me to offer great service and be known for that and try to achieve that for everyone. If I'm not careful, I will run myself into the ground trying to do that and then defeat the whole purpose, because I'll be burned out, tired, whatever, and then I'll make mistakes or I'll be in a bad mood or something like that. So you have to be careful with that, because you will get burned out and that's not going to help anyone. Most importantly, though, it doesn't help you. You're going to end up fat, miserable, drunk. I'm just being real with you. You're going to be mean to those people who are helpful in your life. You have to be careful, because you can take this home with you. You know, this happens in a lot of different occupations. You know, if you have a bad day in the real estate world, you have to be careful not to take it home with you and unload that, that underwriting delay on your family. I can't come home and look at Daisy, my dog, and say, you know what, we didn't get that lien payoff and you're going to pay. But it's sometimes easy to do that, take home a bad mood. So burnout is something you really want to try to avoid. Also, if you want to talk about serving your clients and being the best for your clients, your realtors, your lenders, the best way to serve them is to be in the right headspace. And I read this in Men's Health. Obviously, I don't read Men's Health as well as I should, but I do read it. It's great insights, and a guy in there had mentioned a mantra, and I'm sure he didn't write it, but I love that he shared it with us. And it was, I think I've mentioned this before in a live, be the calm person on the bank of the rushing river, don't be the rushing river. I think real estate's so crazy that we work really hard. Sometimes we work too hard. and then it's very stressful, there will always be that rushing river. That's something we forget. Oh, if I work 12 hours a day, maybe I can get ahead of the rushing river. No, the rushing river is there, okay? You could work 24 hours a day, 24/7, 365. That rushing river is going to be there, okay? It will be there. We are a growing world, okay? You're not going to stop the rushing river. Be the calm person on the bank, get your work in, get paid, and then get your balance in, get your life balance in, because that rushing river is always going to be there. If you need more water, dip in, but get out of it. Be on the bank. It'll also help you treat people better, communicate better, and you will make less mistakes, thereby representing your clients better, having better relationships professionally and personally. It's just important. I'm saying this to myself, understand. It's important for us all to remind each other of this, because it is very hard to not jump into that rushing river, okay? I'm here to help you not make mistakes. You guys have heard me harp on things not to do, like drafting documents as realtors. It's not that you can't, it's not that you don't know how. It's not that you don't know a paragraph that would be just fine to write on that addendum. It's not. It's that you're not licensed to do it. And number one, you could get in trouble for doing something that didn't hurt anybody, but you could get in trouble for it because you're not licensed to do it. But number two, if you do make a mistake, it's going to really burn you. Sometimes when you get burnout or you're just rushed and you're in that rushing river trying to stay afloat, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get someone to help me with this in time or whatever. You just write out that paragraph and you risk your license every time you do that. So just throwing that out there, that's one of many examples. Attorneys do it too. Attorneys might fudge a title search or whatever, and they're trying to rush things. Or I've been asked, oh my God, it used to happen a lot more. Zeno, can you just go ahead and cut the check? I promise I won't deposit it until we get recorded. No, I've never done that. Stop asking. And they did. I don't have anyone ask me for that anymore. Number one, stop being so desperate to get paid. You got to get paid 1 hour earlier than normal. Like, my God, get a second job. For real. But number two, don't ask me to do something illegal that would compromise my license. Don't ever do that with a surveyor. Don't ever do that with a lender. Don't do that with each other, guys. It is all kinds of wrong. There is no reason to ever do that. I mean, no reason. No reason to ask someone to put their license on the line to push something through. Not ever, okay? If you have a reason, put it in the comments. I'd love to see it. There's no reason to ever do that, so you should never be doing that. If you ever get asked to do that, don't feel pressured, because what did I just say? There's no reason to ever do that, okay? This is not the hospital. This is not life or death. It's real estate. Everybody take a breath, okay? What else? You'll feel like you're always working. I mean, that's pretty obvious. No one wants to work until they go to sleep, then wake up and have to work again, and all over and over again. No amount of money's worth that, guys. We only get one life. The days go by. I heard I thought really sad country song. I don't think it was trying to be sad, but it was days go by. And it's true, they go by. Make sure you stop and enjoy them. Honestly, serving ice cream and enjoying your life is a better job than any of us have if we're not setting aside time to enjoy our lives. Because the ice cream person's going to have all those memories and experiences and relationships to take to their deathbed that we're not going to have. We're going to be, I closed 1 million closings. Who cares? So make sure that you give yourself that balance, okay? You don't want to feel like you're always working. If you feel like you're always working, there is hope for you. You can change. Good job. Congrats for being busy. I get it. Believe me, I get it. But there is hope. There are options to where you can stay busy and stay successful and still have time to yourself. And that includes having boundaries. In fact, I believe that having boundaries makes you better at what you do and makes you even busier, actually, if you do it right. So how do we fix this? How do we fix burnout and not having boundaries and feeling like we're working all the time? And because of that, our emails are a little shorter. I'm the biggest guilty person on that. So Zeno sent me a 4-word email, and I kind of think that maybe he's being a little mean to me in that email. Probably I wasn't. Probably I was like juggling chainsaws, and I'm like, okay, here's the 4 words they need to know quickly and efficiently. so that I can get back to all juggling these chainsaws. Well, number one, I shouldn't be juggling chainsaws in the first place. Because I'm juggling chainsaws by myself, I sent a forward email out that someone, even if they took it wrong, even if they input tone into something, even if I was being nice, it still came across that way because I'm juggling chainsaws. If I put down a chainsaw or two, I could have probably drafted a better email that didn't make them feel that way. That didn't help them get more burned out. And then we're both burned out, and then it spreads. It spreads the whole transaction. Sometimes you can sour a transaction that was perfectly smooth because people are just all so busy in it. They're like, I just wish this would close and you'd go away. That's never the feeling we should have for any of us that are involved. We're all working very hard. So one way you can fix this sort of thing, write out your work hours. What ideally, if you would be happy, it doesn't matter when they are. If you're a weirdo night person, I'm kind of a night person that likes to work at night, work at night. Be the night realtor, be the night lender. I don't know of a reason you can't actually work on your files at night. You might have to call during the day to get something, but that's a call, work at night. If you want to work from 12 to 8 every day, work from 12 to 8. But set the hours. What would make you happy? Because again, eventually all of this is going to go away. I mean, hopefully, and you have time to spend with your relationship. Sorry, notifications keep popping up. That's part of my boundaries, right? I'm not looking at them right now. Write out your hours, figure out what they are. And then most importantly, guys, tell your clients and the people you work with often what they are. I will not be working, these hours. I will not be working these days. I think most people you want to work with, understand that they should be the same way. They should have those same boundaries. In fact, for most of it, they're going to align. They may want weekends off. You may want weekends off. That's going to be most people, right? They may want nights off. You want nights off. In most cases, they're going to line up. Guys, there are billions of people in the world. That's most people right there, weekends and nights. You can all take those nights off and weekends off, and whether they like it or not, you're helping them by not answering their question at night. They don't need to know. There's nothing we can do about it. Now there are exceptions to everything. I'm a lawyer. We look for exceptions in everything. There are reasons you might need to know something right then. And what I would suggest is that you don't take advantage of people's boundaries. It doesn't mean you can't encroach on them a little bit. Zeno, I have to know this. We have to get this under contract tonight. Everyone's flying all over the world because my clients are world travelers. I get that all the time. You guys are much more popular than I am. I don't hang out with these world travelers. But they're flying out tomorrow. They've got blah 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 blah. Great. If it's important, go ahead and ask. Go ahead and use your team. Find a good team that understands. It's not that you're ignoring my boundaries. You're respecting them. Zeno, I have a question that can wait till tomorrow. I'm not going to bother Zeno tonight. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. Zeno, I have a question I have to know right now. Then yes, of course, ask it. But make sure you train yourself to ask that of yourself first. Do I need to know this now? Is it at night? Should I be not worrying about this now also? Should I be out relaxing because this can wait for tomorrow? Or do I just feel like I have to know right now, no matter what? If that's the case, you're going to get burned out, and you're going to burn out your people that you're taking advantage of their boundaries on, because they're going to stop answering you because all these questions you're asking that you don't need an answer right now. And they're going to be like, eventually, here's what's going to happen. I've done this. Again, I'm talking about me. I've screwed up and done this. I either get mad eventually and say, I'm at a restaurant with my family, or blah, 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 blah. Or I send them a short answer because I don't want to spend time on it, and they take it wrong. Instead, what I should have done is said, hey, I'm at dinner. I don't answer questions like this right now. Can it wait till tomorrow? I really shouldn't even have to say that because they should have asked themselves that to begin with. But that's something we work as a team on, right? And so if someone's asking that, set that boundary early until they get it. Listen, I want to be there for you, but at nights, unless it's an emergency, please don't ask me questions. I promise you they're going to be like, you know what? I don't even know why I'm working right now either. I need to go relax. You got it. We'll talk tomorrow, okay? So keep that in mind because boundaries are very hard to have in real estate. You've got clients, I need to know now. They almost never need to know now. They almost never need to know anything, to be honest. We've got it, right? If we're doing our job, we're taking care of them. They almost never need to know anything right then. I need to have the wire instructions right now. I didn't tell anybody, but I'm standing in my bank. Well, bro, Maybe we can get those to you. We always send them out early. They're almost always wrong about what they already have and don't already have. You guys know this. But they need to respect your boundaries. If it's 7:30 p.m. at night and someone reaches out to one of you realtors and say, I need Lancaster's wire instructions right now, feel free to tell them it's 7:30 at night. We've already sent them the wire instructions, so I'll deal with that in the morning. That comes out in their engagement emails, for example. It also comes out again multiple times throughout the process. They most likely already have them. They want them because they ignored all that until they needed them. And now they're standing in their bank. They don't know how to pull up their email on their phone or whatever. So much. I use that example because it's something we deal with a lot. So many examples of that in real estate. So please, please, please be mindful of your boundaries and other people's boundaries, okay? If you have questions about boundaries, just ask someone. Hey, Bob, when is the best time for me to reach out to you with questions? It's almost always going to be the same for everybody, but if you've got an amazing lender and you know this, the perfect time for questions that he wants you to ask are between 6 and 8 p.m. at night, great, right? I need to get in touch with him. I know I can do it between 6 and 8. If he gives you those hours, that's what makes him happy, there you go. It's nice to have. Write it down somewhere. Keep up with this because it will help everyone communicate better. It'll help you get your answers faster, and it'll make you feel less burned out. I'm asking, no one's answering all that. When clients don't respect your boundaries, kindly remind them. Here's a hard one, guys. If someone won't respect your boundaries, be ready to let them go. I want to go back. Bear with me here. Rushing River. You pull a client out of that Rushing River. Guess what? They make new clients every day. We're really good at making people on earth. Really good at it. In fact, too good at it. There's going to be another client. Okay? Find clients that respect your boundaries. If they don't respect your boundaries, be ready to let them go. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. This goes for professionals. If a lender won't respect your boundaries, and lenders, if a realtor won't respect your boundaries, time to let them go. They're making even more realtors all the time. They make more lawyers all the time. That Rushing River will always be there, okay? You don't need to deal with someone who won't respect your boundaries. And God forbid, one of these people who don't do it, maybe they learn by getting told, listen, maybe we're not the best fit if you can't respect those boundaries. Maybe they'll learn that, listen, boundaries are important. I should have them myself. And it all sort of helps us mature, okay? So be ready to let go of people who don't have boundaries. I promise you, you're going to replace that person with someone who does. And that's going to help put you in a mindset that is able to go out and get more clients. Because if you're burned out, I promise you, burnout does not lead to more clients. I don't know of anyone that's pushing that anywhere on earth. Burnout, being too busy and getting burned out does not mean more clients, ever. In fact, it usually means you're going to hit the ground, which is not, being burnt out and on the ground is not a good feeling. I've been there. It's not a good feeling. Get in a place where people respect your boundaries, you won't be burnt out, and it will lead to more business, okay? People will see that energy in you, and they will be attracted to it, frankly, because they don't want to be burned out. They're burned out in their job. They want to see, oh man, maybe I can take that and apply that to mine. So let them know early on and make them respect it. Remind them, kindly remind them. I was just on an airplane and they go, if you forget to wear your mask, we will gently remind you. Gently remind them of your boundaries, okay? What else do I have? Okay. If anyone feels this, if this feel like this is directed at you, please don't take it personally. Again, I'm speaking to myself as well here. Stop sounding and being desperate for clients. I'm going to say it again. Stop sounding and being desperate for clients. You know who you are. You may be desperate for clients. Stop sounding and being desperate for clients, okay? People will take advantage of that. They will use you and toss you, meaning you don't get to keep a client. They will take advantage. They'll ask you to print checks before recording. I've never been that desperate for clients. Some attorneys are. I hope they won't do that. They're risking their license. That's an example. Surveyor, lender, realtors. Stop being desperate for clients. Realtors, if someone asked me to sell something for them for $500, I wouldn't do it. Some of you are in a place in your lives where that's easy enough to do, and that's a good thing, whatever. So it's personal, it matters, but I wouldn't do it, right? So don't ever be so desperate that you feel like you have to just do something for nothing or do sketchy things or whatever, okay? People will take advantage and treat you poorly because of it. It doesn't benefit you. Well, I need to do it this way, and that way, the client will always work with me. I'm telling you, I've been there. I've tried it this way. That is not how it works. People take advantage, and when you start to push back with, hey, I've taken very good care of you, time to give back, they just go to the next fool that will be desperate for their business. The next Zeno that'll be desperate for their business, okay? Don't be that way. If you need a part-time job while you build your real estate business, go get one. Stop being stupid. Sorry, guys. I want you to be successful in real estate. No one walks out of real estate school and just bathes in money. I don't care how many TikTok videos they make, okay? It doesn't happen. You might have to get a part-time job while you build your real estate. You might keep that part-time job while you have your real estate. Why not? It's an easy income, whatever. It will help you not be, here's the kicker though, it will help you not be desperate for clients, which again, you don't want to be. You want to build good clients, repeat clients that understand your boundaries, that aren't making you burn out, so that you can go get more clients. See how this works? It's circular. Once you start a cycle, cycles are important, okay? Once you start a negative cycle, it's a cycle. It cycles and cycles and cycles. Once you start a positive cycle, same thing. I've been in negative cycles. You don't want to be there. There's no escape. I got very lucky. It can drive you into the ground. Positive cycles are worth investing in. Sometimes that means a part-time job or something like that, okay? Sometimes that means working for a team instead of yourself. For God's sakes, learn, absorb, learn the wisdom. Most teams I know do very well and they stay in their teams. Lastly, guys, talk to me. Leave some comments below. What problems have you come up with, or have you had come up in your experience? What about clients being desperate? If I swear, you guys love to use the word homeless. I've never had a homeless client. I've never had a homeless client. I've never had a homeless client. Neither of you, okay? So, but I got to be out of my place Wednesday, and my house isn't closed until Friday. I'm going to be homeless. I bet none of you watching have had a client stay on the street in between their house sale and purchase, okay? But desperate clients will, people get desperate about some pretty silly things these days. Oh, well, the worst case, I have to go buy a hotel. Well, okay. What was that? Yeah, $80 hotel for a few nights. Come on. So don't let clients be desperate either. Help them out, remind them, but there's no desperation in real estate, guys. I haven't seen it yet. I've been doing this a long time. I've done thousands of closings. Each of you have helped me do thousands of closings, but none of you have done thousands of closings. I've never seen it before. I've never seen a life or death situation in real estate. If it happens, it hasn't happened with me yet. Maybe it'll happen this week, but I can't give you an example. Have your boundaries. Don't let people cause you to be or be desperate to you about real estate. It usually means a mistake's coming that can get you in trouble with your license, make you look bad, make you lose business. It almost never leads to something positive, okay? Share with me, what do you do in your business to build boundaries? What are good boundaries you guys have? Please put them in the comments below so we can all learn from them. What are some problems? What are some funny stories? Nightmare scenarios you've had with clients and lenders and realtors and attorneys about boundaries and desperate situations and whatnot. By the way, I'm going to be offering some training on this, and believe me, I'm going to be bringing in smarter people than myself, which won't be hard, to do training on boundaries, work-life balance, things that real estate professionals desperately need, okay? We've got some events in the events section on the group, on the Lancaster page. Let me know in the comments if you have trouble finding them. They'll be coming up this month, actually. We've got a few across the offices. So I hope that you guys can attend. Should be some really good speakers there and training and networking and all that. I'll share a little bit what I've done to grow my business. We are a humble bunch, but we have 3 offices now. I'm very proud of them. I've got an amazing team. That'd be certainly one of the very important points I'd be making, is to surround yourself with smart people above and below, and work with them all as best you can and as much as you can. Lastly, again, my name is Zeno Lancaster, owner of Lancaster Law Firm. Guys, we'd love to work with you. Shoot us a new contract at real estate, all one word, real estate at lancasterlawfirm.com. If you'd like to take advantage of the half off attorney fees, you haven't worked with us before, just mention it when you send it over. What else? We can do closings in Hendersonville, Canton, Asheville. We can come to you. We actually do come to you closings now. That's a new service we're offering. There's a small fee for that. We can talk about that if you need that done. Sort of like a mail away, but we'll actually send someone over if they don't want to have to arrange a notary, that sort of thing. Spanish closings, all that. So love to work with you. Phone number is 828-505-8514. My email is zeno@lancasterlawfirm.com. My Instagram handle is flying_casual because I have a work-life balance. It has nothing to do with real estate law. It's amazing. At Lancaster Law Firm is the handle on Instagram. Lancaster Law Firm, Zeno Lancaster is on Facebook. Add me, friend me, tag me, whatever. Please, please, please leave comments. I love reading the comments, and it helps us all with your insights, guys. Thanks so much. Have a great week. Have boundaries.